Attention gamers. The other day it finally happened. After 5 years of making content, hundreds of videos, thousands of hours on this piss pit of a game, I had hit my limit, I had mental boomed and I had enough of this stupid rage-inducing game. I was coming off of a video that I thought was a unique concept where I would try to reverse smurf in the highest elo I could get into a ranked game on. I wanted to prove a point by picking Yumi, a champ that I've never played before, using items that I've never used before intentionally to see if this e-girl designed scum of an enchanter could blend in at the highest rank even while clearly having no clue what I was doing. We won the game and no one explicitly called me out for looking like a silver player in a master lobby, but the comments from this community triggered the shit out of me, one after another, of people saying my Yumi gameplay was cringe, backseating how I was playing Yumi, talking about how hard it was to watch how bad I was on Yumi, and the fact that there were so many people who can't comprehend that that was the whole f***ing point of the video just boggles my mind. Anyways, the video creation process of me wasting exorbitant amounts of time to get my content instead of faking it in custom lobbies was ooping the alley of that reverse smurfing video until early this weekend I couldn't take it anymore. All of a sudden every single thing about this game pissed me off and I couldn't hide it. The fact that I am permanently auto-filled with a chance of getting roles I don't want to play, sitting through countless queues popping that people don't accept, finally getting into a lobby only to see my mid-heifer pick taken, which means dodge and more time wasted. Watching the minutes of my life ticking away thinking about how much time I've quote-unquote played this game while realistically just sitting through queues and lobbies only to finally get it and realize I've been auto-filled. Then I get to lane against someone who is emoting in my face every single time I miss a skill shot, while knowing Riot's bullshit design makes it so landing them doesn't matter either. Seeing my team just crumble and get diffed before the 6-minute mark, knowing this game is going to suck ass to play once laning phase is over because of it. Turning into the villain to the point where I have to emote and dance on the bitch the second I kill her, even if it's only because my jungler ganked for me. Having the enemy support sit in my lane while my own bot lane sits down there with their thumbs so far up each other's assholes they can practically make out and thumb wrestle at the same time, not understanding the concept of a 2v1, to the point where when I go down there to try and force them to understand, they just flat out leave. Which of course is met with cheeky commentary by their Jhin. The lobby is doomed, yet I've been designated as the hostage and forced to waste even more time just so I can queue up and do it all again next time. Every time I die I get to deal with the humor of a 4th grader who thinks he's being hilarious while knowing my comments will be snarky and telling me to mute without realizing that chat staying on is literally to add flavor to these videos. Obviously we lose the game, something I could have told the entire planet would have happened 25 minutes ago, and after about an hour of time wasted to account for all of this, I literally have nothing to show for it. In fact, I am actually behind where I started the day. And in a moment of weakness I've had enough. But the icing on this absolute cake of shit was when I went to queue back up, being notified that I've been permanently banned for cheating. Without any explanation for me to laugh at this automated review falsely banning my account when I haven't even had a positive KDA in the last 40 games, so I'm a bit perplexed into what cheats I could be using that are just so good. Riot. But that was the last straw. I could literally play a game that these kids avoid like the plague and feel more fulfilled by the end of it, while also actually being respected and paid by the company for playing their game. So today, while I figure out how to get out of this, that's exactly what I did. Okay, so you've just witnessed what I've accomplished in an hour of League of Legends, what I lost in that time and how happy I was. Now let's compare it to a fifth of that time on another game. Step 1, I decide I'm gonna try my luck at getting a dank new champ for my roster in this game, and I get Payne Smith, Olaf's cousin, who looks like he spent his paychecks on mutilating his body instead of much needed orthodontic work. Nevertheless, he's a rare champ, which is the middle of the ground in terms of quality, going from your standard green up to blue, purple and then orange legendary. I decide to train him up to see if he has potential. I'm reading through his abilities to see if there's one that will just fetty wap both of these pucker but soldiers, but he only has single target attacks, which means I have to take my turn letting them play patty cake on my dwarf ass, which long story short ends in a defeat and me thinking I'm not a fan of Payne Smith. But let me show you a champ I've recently got. Same level, but instead of blue rare, this guy is a legendary. I put him in the same exact step on the campaign so you can compare the difference in potential. Obviously this guy is worth investing in as that victory got him a few levels, but I can instantly sacrifice my bench of shitters like Painsmith to instantly get him to level 8. And you know who else is level 8 who I want to invest in? My only other legendary Big Daddy Un, and these two together are going to be the duo I form a roster around moving forward. But I decide to limit test by taking them into a 5-man dungeon with just the two of them to see if I can pull it off. Insanely enough, the final dragon boss comes down to a close nail-biter where we just barely pull off the victory, to the point where I figure I need to actually look into how to strategize in this game. I learn about equipping armor on champs that have set bonuses, so I throw a life steal set on Big Daddy and then I throw an ally shield set on my legendary queen with the exposed heart. Then, just to show a comparison of how much a difference just equipping proper gear is, here is the exact same dungeon boss with their set bonuses. So just to recap, in 10 minutes, I've unlocked a character, fed into a stronger character, leveled her up as well as another badass, equipped them with set bonuses and leveled them up more. And now that I'm getting off, I'm going to put them in the AFK level, or so when I get back they are both a whole level higher, which call me batshit crazy, but that's a way better feeling of actually progressing and having something to come back to when I log into next versus the League of losing LP Fest into a permaban that I just experienced on League. So now you might be thinking, great, maybe I would try it if I actually had a few legendaries to invest in instead of the shit starter greens I would be stuck with at first, and to that I want to say Merry Christmas on behalf of the raid folks. You see, just by using my link or scanning this QR, they will immediately give you Uugo, who is of purple quality, along with these other perks. Plus, if you then go on to reach level 15, which you can easily do in your first night, they will give you a second epic Drake along with another bonus pack. That's already 2 purples to build your roster around, but don't worry, I'm not gonna fluff you up and get blood pumping to all the right areas of the body without delivering some ways to get legendaries yourself. Okay, let's just start off with the dankest part. You see, Raid actually tries to do dank things with its game through insane crossovers, and it's impressive to say they have partnered with none other than Paramount to bring you a collab with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So let's add more legendaries to the table, but this table will just reek of nostalgia from one of the most iconic franchises in history. So if you want to completely pimp out your roster, simply logging into the game for 7 days starting August 21st will earn you Michelangelo, and just look at how insanely well they've nailed capturing his style, but in a way that fits into the game's art style. But there's more than just one Ninja Turtle, so not to fear, because players can get all 6 champions from the series, featuring a fuse option to unlock Donatello to be your squad support, a way to summon Leonardo, Raphael, April, and Shredder through limited time events, and then a unique challenge where you fight Shredder in an event dungeon to earn an exclusive Chronophage gear set. So with all that said, if you are interested in picking up a game that rewards you for your time, always leaves you better off than when you logged in, and gives you something to look forward to building up over time, there has literally never been a better time to try it for free today, given all the free stuff they are offering, as well as getting to unlock characters from a crazy iconic collab that you will forever have on your roster even if you quit and come back a million times. When you get the game, you will have 48 hours to enter a code here in the promo code section to get your very first legendary, something that can take players a long time to get otherwise. There are 5 options of codes you can choose from in this time. Code Get Alice will get you creepy gothic version of Alice the Wanderer. Code Tree Hugger will earn you Green Warden Ruark, an insane legendary. If you are more into like an Egyptian theme, Code Desert Queen will earn you Tuhanarok. If you were vibing with Painsmith earlier, there's a similar style but legendary version named Tholan Foulbeard that you can get with Code Demon Slayer, and then for the League of Legends advocates, Code Monkey King will get you Sun Wukong. There's no wrong choice, but this means you can have 2 epics and a legendary immediately if you try the game today, and you can level them up, pimp them out in gear, and then just smurf through progression. For existing players, I do still got you, as you can enter one of these per day, either Code Game Leap or Code PP500 for a bunch of dank rewards like Energy Brews Silver and Plarium points. So thank Raid for unironically detilting me, sponsoring my content, and showing that companies can think outside the box with crazy collabs and give their players something to get excited about. Rav out.